10 cities that blend ancient and modern perfectly. Here's something that might blow your mind. Some of the world's fastest growing modern cities are built right next to, or even on top of, ancient ruins and centuries-old traditions. Imagine skyscrapers rising beside Roman aqueducts, or ultra-modern shopping malls steps away from historic temples. The fascinating dance between past and present shapes these cities, giving them a unique character you won't find anywhere else. In this video, we'll explore 10 cities where ancient history and cutting-edge modernity don't just coexist, they thrive together in perfect harmony. Rome, Italy. Rome is the quintessential city where the past isn't just preserved behind glass in museums, it pulses through everyday life alongside the hustle of modernity. Ancient ruins like the Colosseum, Roman Forum, and Pantheon sit side by side with bustling piazzas, sleek cafes, and designer boutiques. But here's the kicker. This blend isn't without its challenges. Rome faces serious issues with traffic congestion, pollution, and the delicate task of preserving fragile archaeological sites amid urban growth. Balancing tourism demands while maintaining authentic local life is a constant juggling act. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul's skyline is a breathtaking mashup of domes, minarets, and shimmering glass towers that tell a story of two continents, multiple empires, and relentless modern growth. This city literally straddles Europe and Asia, blending Byzantine and Ottoman architectural marvels with flashy skyscrapers and sprawling bazaars. Yet, this convergence brings its own set of tensions. Rapid urbanization sometimes threatens historical neighborhoods, and balancing preservation with new infrastructure projects remains a hot topic among locals and experts alike. Navigating Istanbul's labyrinthine streets feels like walking through time, but also negotiating heavy traffic and an ever-growing population. Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto stands as a stunning testament to Japan's ability to honor ancient traditions while embracing the future. Known as the cultural heart of Japan, it's home to thousands of temples, shrines, and traditional wooden houses, many dating back hundreds of years. Yet, modern life pulses alongside this heritage. With sleek public transportation, contemporary art galleries, and trendy cafes dotting the cityscape. Kyoto's challenge is protecting its historic fabric from the pressures of tourism and urban sprawl, which means strict regulations and community efforts are vital. Walking through Kyoto's Gion district, you might spot a geisha crossing a lantern-lit street, just steps from cutting-edge boutiques. Cairo, Egypt. Cairo is an electrifying metropolis where Pharaoh's legacy lives alongside roaring traffic and sprawling markets. The ancient pyramids of Giza stand just outside the city, towering symbols of civilization's dawn that contrast sharply with the buzzing modern streets filled with cars, neon signs, and bustling cafes. Yet, urban expansion brings serious challenges. Air pollution, overcrowding, and pressure on archaeological sites require innovative solutions to protect the past while catering to millions of residents. Visiting Cairo means experiencing a sensory overload, where centuries-old mosques and bazaars exist in the shadow of high-rise buildings and modern infrastructure. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City is a sprawling megacity where ancient Aztec temples lie beneath towering glass skyscrapers and colorful street art covers colonial facades. The historic center's Zocalo Square, flanked by the Metropolitan Cathedral and National Palace, blends seamlessly with bustling modern districts filled with restaurants, tech startups, and cultural hubs. However, balancing preservation and progress here is an ongoing struggle. Earthquakes, pollution, and rapid urbanization pose threats to historic buildings, while social inequalities persist in some neighborhoods. Athens, Greece. Athens is the birthplace of democracy and philosophy, yet it's also a vibrant modern capital buzzing with cafes, nightlife, and contemporary art. The Acropolis, with the Parthenon standing majestically above the city, dominates the skyline and reminds residents and visitors of Greece's rich heritage. Still, Athens wrestles with economic challenges, traffic, and the upkeep of ancient monuments exposed to pollution and weather. Efforts to pedestrianize areas around historic sites have improved visitor experiences, but urban sprawl continues to test city planners. Walking through Athens feels like a dialogue between eras, where philosophers might have debated ideas just steps away from hip boutiques. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Dubai is the ultimate city of contrasts, rising from desert sands to become a futuristic metropolis dotted with record-breaking skyscrapers and ultra-luxury resorts. But beneath all that glitz and glam, traditional Bedouin culture still influences local life, and historic districts like Al Fahidi preserve the old charm of the city's humble beginning. The city's rapid expansion poses challenges related to sustainability and cultural preservation, especially as it hosts global events and attracts millions of tourists annually. Yet, Dubai's fusion of ancient traditions and hyper-modern architecture creates a playground for innovation. Imagine sipping Arabic coffee in a courtyard surrounded by wind towers, then zooming off to the world's tallest building. Dubai shows how embracing both past and future can turn a desert town into a global powerhouse. Jerusalem, Israel. Jerusalem is perhaps one of the most complex cities on earth when it comes to blending ancient and modern. Sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, its old city's ancient walls and holy sites sit within a metropolis navigating contemporary political, cultural, and social challenges. The coexistence of ultra-modern infrastructure alongside ultra-modern infrastructure requires constant negotiation and care. Walking through Jerusalem's markets, you're immersed in layers of history, spirituality, and vibrant street life. This city reminds us how deeply intertwined identity and history can be, and why preserving heritage amidst change is both difficult and essential. For visitors, it's a place to reflect, learn, and witness a living history that remains very much alive. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is a fairy tale city where Gothic cathedrals and Baroque palaces sit comfortably next to modern art galleries and lively nightlife. Its historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is remarkably well preserved, yet the city embraces innovation through a thriving tech scene and contemporary cultural festivals. Maintaining this balance isn't easy. Tourism pressures and urban development must be carefully managed to avoid diluting the city's charm. Walking across the Charles Bridge at dawn, watching the astronomical clock strike the hour, and then heading to a cutting-edge theater production encapsulates Prague's unique dual identity. Shanghai, China. Shanghai is the ultimate symbol of China's leap into the future, with its futuristic skyline along the Bund showcasing architectural marvels like the Oriental Pearl Tower and Shanghai Tower. Yet, nestled among these modern giants are historic neighborhoods like the French Concession, filled with tree-lined streets and colonial-era buildings that whisper stories of the past. Shanghai's rapid growth has caused significant cultural and environmental challenges, from displacement to pollution, but the city continues to invest in preserving its heritage while pushing technological boundaries. Walking here, you can feel the pulse of history beneath your feet while marveling at one of the world's most dynamic urban landscapes. If you enjoyed this journey through cities that masterfully blend the ancient with the modern, hit that like button, share your favorite city or one you dream of visiting in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating places. The past and future aren't just timelines, they're living, breathing parts of the cities we explore every day. Thanks for watching.